this week on Top Shelf Banter.
I pictured Derek's character as Colonel Sanders, too.
Wearing white. I was literally going to say white with a big wide brim hat. Oh, yeah. 100%.
You're wearing a wide brim hat in my courtroom, Bartholomew?
Now, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to an athlete, a booze hound, a guy with a classic ride, and 3 other guys talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Now, everybody have their drink?
Yep.
Me too. Let's do this.
I've been thinking of some things I know just enough about, that if someone shared their viewpoint, I could surely shut them down. So pour me a glass, I'll drink it down fast, and put your ignorance on blast. On the Top Shelf Banter, well, I'm more right than wrong.
Hello and welcome to Top Shelf Banter, where our banter comes from the top shelf, our topics come from the middle shelf, and our research comes from the bottom shelf.
Don't try to steal my fucking bit.
We
Hand gestures are
have
mine.
a rotating topic master. I am your host, Jimmy, and I have the most stocks invested and the most income of all of you plebeians. That's why I'm talking like this, because I've indulged myself into the finer things of life, like caviar and servants and butlers and bubble baths.
Just quick side note. Bubble baths or...
I wish I could afford a
You
bubble bath.
can't afford a
Have you
bubble
not
bath.
seen how expensive bath bombs are? I'm not fucking taking no bubble
Yeah,
baths.
but I know where to get dish soap to pour in a bath. Most bubblicious bath ever.
Our topic master this week is the most stylish one in the sales to us all, Chapin.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I don't have an accent.
Wait, hold on. Were we supposed to get an accent for this?
Not indulged in the finer things of
I mean,
life.
it depends on who's listening
I think,
and where they're
is
at.
it like if you make a certain amount of money in life, then the accent just comes automatically?
It could be.
That makes a very good point right there. Point well made.
Like Sir Jimmy over here?
Yep.
Sir Jimmy,
Is that why I
yes,
sound the poorest?
I invested into AMC stock, and I am currently negative $25 in the hole.
Well, you have to spend money to make money is what I've always heard.
Yep, down $25. But I'm still indulged in the finer things of life, like caviar, bubble bath, and butlers and servants.
Hold on. So you were down in your stocks, but so you decided to reinvest that loss
Yep.
into butlers, servants, bubble baths, and caviar.
Hey, in my America, I do what I want.
You didn't sound like you had an American accent.
Damn it.
You can't be rich.
In my Brexited UK.
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
And I
Still
don't
workshop.
I don't believe an American is going to get the title of sir.
Says you. Says you.
I could be wrong.
Are you the king of America?
No.
Ah, well, I don't think you have a say.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I don't have anything after that.
Our other co-banterer is a man that deserves no introduction,
Oh, sorry, I was drinking. 0 accolades.
Donnie.
Well, my accolade this week is that I am the one who has the least invested out of everyone, and therefore have a neutral 0 income/loss ratio versus all of you. So I think if we add everybody up, I come out ahead, even though I'm at 0.
I mean, my portfolio is plus 30% right now. And I haven't
Derek?
put any
Derek?
money in since the middle of 2020.
When you bring me paperwork that says that from an accountant and a lawyer, I will retract this particular accolade.
It's got to be notarized.
Yep,
right.
correct.
Well,
And
luckily-
good luck
luckily I
finding
know
one
a-
of those in a
I
pandemic.
know a guy.
$10.
He may not have
$10
access
on the
to his
road.
book right now, but
Charge him 100, and my accolade will still be valid.
Our final banter compatriot is the anchor to us all, Derek.
oh, hello.
Glad you could finally be introduced again
It's everyone was probably really confused at what that random voice was.
as to who that guy was.
Yeah.
Did we have a fourth person before?
No?
No. Oh,
This is an awkward amount of people here.
Yeah.
maybe Maybe it's a ghost.
You should have introduced me as a guest.
Maybe it was a ghost. Maybe it was my
we-
butler.
We should definitely introduce Derek as a ghost. And guest starring this week, Derek.
Derek the ghost.
The ghost.
And this week on a very special Top Shelf Banter, Derek is here, and he's drunk.
We're talking about ghosts.
That doesn't happen. Me get drunk on this podcast? Never. I have a lot of self-control.
Way to stay on brand.
We'll start off with the topic master, Chapin.
Yes.
What's in your glass?
Just don't listen to like 3 episodes ago.
In my glass, I have a glass bottle. I was too lazy to grab a glass, but it's a very big bottle. It is a Silver City Brewing cold brew coffee ale called Hero Status. Yes. It tastes a lot like coffee and a beer. It's pretty good.
Hero status, you say?
Hero Status, and it's got a cool lightning bolt on it.
Nice.
I
Is
think.
that like a Shazam kind of play on?
Maybe. It could be. Good call.
Or it kind of looks like almost like the Portland Trailblazers logo.
Maybe.
What? Where are you getting that from? What?
That's accurate.
I was gonna say, I don't see that at all. I
The
don't trust you with those eyes.
Well, just go ahead and Google search real quick. Portland
Jimmy's never paid
Trailblazers.
attention to the NBA in his life, so he has no idea.
The coffee part of it is locally roasted in Kitsap County.
Nice.
Boom. So not Portland.
So our stalkers, you
Stupid.
now can zero in a little bit.
I mean,
we might be near Kitsap County.
Silver City's Washington too. There's nothing about it that should be Portland.
Right. It's
I'm just
produced
saying.
in Bremerton.
Yeah.
Those Portland traders.
I've been right next to the brewery.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
How'd you know?
Did your seeing eye dog tell you?
Well, I saw the big neon sign.
How?
Again,
I don't
the verbs
believe
you use are wrong.
Donnie,
Yes.
what's in your glass?
In my glass, I have a delicious gin because I decided to start driving to a liquor store 30 minutes south of here because it's much better stocked than anything we have locally. The gins they have are quite good. And this is a Hendrix limited release, Orbium. It's quite good. And that's my recommendation for that. Everybody should get that. Right, and buy stocks in Hendrix and then buy more. Gin, and then...
What's the liquor store you go to?
I don't know this name. I think it's Liquor and Liquor. Something
Okay.
like that. It's where we went when we went to see Zoo Lights and we left.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
All right.
But they have a great selection of everything. So,
Oh.
yeah. If
So
they
what-
have a good selection of gin, imagine their whiskeys and bourbons.
What does Orbium stand for?
Ooh, like an acronym?
Sure.
Oh, really?
Or
Buy this. The I is between the T and the H and whatnot. Buy this is what it says.
Oh.
Oh, really? Buy this Hendrix.
sounds good.
That's their new slogan.
Buy this
Yep.
I don't see their stocks going up with that kind of slogan.
Okay. You can't. I'm not going to comment on your blindness again. This is the quininated. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a spirit, and it's quininated.
Oh, that's the stuff that's in tonic water. That's actually really good for your muscles.
Quinine? Yes.
Yeah.
Gin is good for your muscles?
No, the quinine.
Tonic.
That's why I'm the strongest one of all of us. Can't prove me wrong.
When I was ejected out from the truck, like New Year's Eve, way back in the day, the doctor said that I should drink tonic water because it will help loosen up my back.
Oh.
And I did, and I couldn't move for 3 days, but my back felt good. So
Did you get thrown out of a truck in the 1870s? Drink some tonic water, son. It'll clear that back problem right up.
Rub this cocaine in your gums.
If you need some more, talk to John down the street.
by the way, when you go see John, tell him I need some more.
Yep. And when you see John, buy a paper, bring it right back to me. I need to read today's headlines.
Derek,
Oh, yes, sir.
what's in your glass?
Well, I have a fine selection today. It's Eagle Rare 10-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
How old?
10-year.
10 year?
Yes.
Okay. Not 12?
10 year like
Not 12.
professors have, or 10 years?
10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I was
not
confused.
10-year. 10-year. I know. I enunciate words terribly, so it's okay. I understand.
Proud of you.
I also have a stainless steel tumbler full of coffee that I brewed right before we came
Hot
over.
coffee?
I put some ice cubes in it to cool it down a little bit.
Ooh,
And
lukewarm coffee. The best kind of coffee.
slightly colder than lukewarm.
And now watered down coffee.
And it's and it has Irish cream in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yes.
Adult coffee.
Adult
is.
coffee.
It's
Why
a
would you
good-
put ice cubes in it? Why not just
Because I wanted to drink it.
Oh, hold on. Do
hold
you
on?
have-
Okay. I wanted to drink it and maintain the roof of my mouth.
So
Is
just
it a
sip
pizza
on it.
straight from the oven?
I'm not a huge fan of hot coffee. It burns. It's a temperature that is hot enough that it can scald. There has literally been people that have melted their vagina because of hot coffee. I don't need to
Those
melt.
people didn't melt their vagina. McDonald's melted their
Fair
vagina,
enough.
allegedly, according to court documents.
Oh no,
and that was
she won
200
that.
degrees. Is your coffee maker boiling it to 200 degrees?
I don't know. I haven't
Kelvin?
put a thermometer in
Well,
it.
why not? You love sticking thermometers into things.
This is true. I do. Unfortunately,
Which is not your coffee.
it doesn't have an anus for me to stick it in to get the true temperature. So
Then get a laser one and shove it at the cup's butt. I don't know.
why am I getting ridiculed? Because I wanted to put a
Don't look at me. Jimmy's the one who questioned you. I'm just taking his side. I'm following the leader.
Yes.
Oh, that would have
Yes.
been a good
It was
Ask Big Jim question. How the hell do laser thermometers work?
That would be a solid.
And why don't they work when I shine them at my butt?
Right. Yes. Part 2, A and B.
I'll get
A
it.
is minor. B, what I really want to know.
I really don't care about the dynamics of it, but
No, this is still warmer than lukewarm. That is a very drinkable temperature of coffee. If I was
how
out
do you like your hot chocolate? Cold chocolate?
about the same temperature.
Some medium
Just
chocolate?
chocolate.
You know
No
what?
temperature.
You know what?
just
Why don't you go get your thermometer, your little meat thermometer? We'll see how hot it is right now.
You put meat in your coffee?
Put my meat thermometer in your Go get a coffee thermometer.
A
coffee-mometer?
You go get one. It's your house. Let's see. I bet you that it's probably still 80 degrees.
This is a dumb bet.
I remember people betting. Are we betting on this? I'll take the over. I bet it's over 80 degrees.
Just like in the office, I'll give you 100 to 1 odds. I'll take that bet.
Yeah? Well, when everybody gives you 100, Derek, are you giving me 100 to 1 odds?
No.
You call yourself a gambling man.
Wait, hold on. Donnie? Donnie, can you ask Jimmy what's in his glass?
You know what, Chapin? I hope Jimmy wasn't listening because I was just about to do that. So I want this to sound organic, like we didn't discuss it before.
Do
but
it very
Here we go.
sarcastically, though.
Jimmy, I
Yeah?
don't really fucking care. But what's in your glass?
I'm drinking my Rainier Jubilee edition, and I'm drinking, since I'm now indulging in the finer things of life, I stepped up my game to El Mayor tequila, because nothing screams top the line like El Mayor.
Didn't you have that like a month ago?
Yeah,
So you stepped back up?
I stepped back up.
What financial crisis befell you a month ago that you stepped down from El Mayor, the
I got
finest?
hands
Oh,
up.
It was my,
Oh,
it was,
hand
it was
up.
my disc golf. And magic cards. And cyberpunk stock. That killed me.
Yeah. Derek, you have a hand up?
Yeah. My question is that Rainier expired yet? It's a
No.
Jubilee can. I mean,
Nope.
we're talking.
I checked it. It's April 21.
Wow, I am surprised Rainier can last that long.
Yeah, this one is.
It's
I think
fresh hops.
April 19th. Yeah, April
There you go.
19th,
All right.
2021.
Not bad.
So
How many do you have left?
still good. I got like 6 or 7,
Yeah, 2 more months of Jubilee cans.
and
Then there'll be like 2 months of regular can, and then the Jubilees are released again.
Nice. They should really find a way to just reproduce that can all year long.
Right?
oh my god! So I was gonna pull up something, but I have breaking news.
Oh.
Breaking news. First here. Breaking news. Peyton Manning has been officially inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Beat Eli Manning.
Breaking news.
Suck it.
Breaking news. We're breaking
Man,
it.
he almost didn't make it before
Hold on.
his brother.
Where'd you hear about it?
The internet.
But you heard it here first. You read it first on the internet, but we read it to you here
But
first.
hold on.
Top shelf banter.
All right, so we're here again with another round of questions for Big Jim. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Remember, these questions are from Donnie, so if they're stupid, you know where they came from.
Okay.
If you had to give up on one, which would it be? Hawaiian shirts or straw hats?
Oh, I think I would have to give up straw hats. I don't think I could ever walk away from my Hawaiian shirts.
Your Hawaiian shirts, that's a staple of Big Jim.
That's right.
All right.
Tucked in the way Magnum PI wore 'em.
Ooh. What kind of shorts?
Well, I don't go with the Magnum shorts. I just go with the regular ones.
Regular shorts? Are you going with the dad New Balances, or do you trim down into boat shoes or flip-flops?
Oh, it varies. Sometimes flip-flops, sometimes Vans.
Ooh, classy.
That's right.
Okay. The other one. When the world ends and there are zombies, do you want to have a 4.42 or a 30 cal?
30 cal.
Why?
That's my favorite.
30 cal?
Favorite round from my youth.
From your youth?
My youth, yeah.
Were you a zombie slayer back when you were young?
No, but rifle. My favorite rifle that I got from your grandfather or from your great grandfather. So Winchester 30-30. So I'm used to shooting the 30 cal.
Okay. And the final one, which it seems is a pretty redundant question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Why are there 5/16 wrenches and 8 millimeters? Why can't we all just have one size wrench?
That is a good question. And I guess the only answer I have is if it wasn't for the French that messed this whole thing up, we would have one wrench.
Well, all right then. Well, that's our answers from Big Jim. Thanks, Dad, for stopping by.
Okay. See you later.
Top shelf banter.
Now we know when the French attack America, whose fault it was.
We just throw 5/8 wrenches at them.
5/8 wrenches.
Why not?
Hey, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Good questions.
Apparently, yeah.
Good questions.
I'm really surprised. He didn't sound like he had disdain for the questions.
As always, we encourage you, the listener, to sit back, take a load off, and relax.
Oh, just relax those toesies.
Relax those toesies, those bottom fingers. You've earned it.
You know what? Maybe just make a nice little foot bath with some Epsom salt and just soak them.
Not everyone can afford bubble baths.
Okay,
so.
but
I didn't say bubbles.
Especially for your feet.
Yeah, I just said some salt. If you can't get the
Just throw some Morton salt in
yeah,
there.
if you can't get the Dr. Teal's, just go get some iodized salt from the kitchen.
Not that we're sponsored by anybody.
Or if you don't quite have enough money to even have salt, go borrow some from your neighbor.
Yep. Sit back, relax with a beverage of your choosing, alcoholic or not, and post a picture of what you're drinking to the social media using hashtag Top Shelf Wednesday.
Hashtag Whiskey Wednesday.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're hitting all of those as I'm taking a drink. It's perfect.
Good.
That's on purpose.
He's just like watching me like, all right, and then you do this now, right now.
Gotcha, Derek.
Joke's on you.
Yes.
Also, I wanted to cycle back. What type of salt do you put into your bath to help with your muscles?
Epsom.
Okay. I thought you said Epsom.
I may have.
ESPN salt.
ESPN salt?
Yes.
Ooh, ESP. I knew that before we even said it.
So, Chapin, you are our topic master this week.
Yes.
What questions, topics do you have for us?
Well, it's been a little while. It's a new year.
Mm-hmm.
There's more court cases to go over, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing it back.
Order.
There will be order. There will be order. Is that?
Ooh, Chapin, did you just inherit something?
Chapin can finally indulge in the...
As a refresher on the rules here,
Okay.
I'm the permanent stenographer. We will rotate for the rest of you three. One person will be the defendant, one will be the plaintiff, and one will be the judge. The person, well, we'll go over that, whoever gets to pick first. But the person who, as far as points goes, there is points here.
Oh, boy.
Do you have the current statistics on points?
I will get to that.
Okay.
Yep.
I know what
I
I
mean,
got.
interrupt, Judge, or stenographer. Sorry.
Mine's an easy score.
Ah.
It's a very easy score.
So
Might rhyme with hero
If
because
you-
I'm awesome.
if you argue for the correct side, then you get a point.
Okay.
If you're the judge and you guess correctly on the final determination of the case, you also get a point.
Excellent.
Points so far. Through
Start from the bottom.
through
it's still
two
a mystery.
rounds. We'll go.
Start from the bottom. That way we get a real nice anticipate.
So far, okay. So far, the let's see, the bronze medal would go to Derek.
Still got a medal.
How many points?
0 points.
Do you get a medal for zero participation?
Through
I'm
two rounds.
participating just terribly.
Through 2 rounds, Derek has not argued correctly at all.
Or judged
I
correctly?
would like to argue that I have had some great arguments that should have won
That's
the
fair.
case, and then the judge was like, "Yeah, I just don't like your face."
Hold on. As a judge, wrong. Chapin, who gets points?
Oh, I'll repeat it again. Silver medal goes to Donnie right now with 3 points.
Excellent.
Jimmy in the lead with the gold medal with 5 points.
Yeah, I'm still tough to catch up for Derek. I'm still right there.
Yeah,
I feel like I can come back this week.
I got 3 chances to tie you, Donnie.
Dabbed on him.
So
I
Yeah,
see
done.
it, so it didn't count.
I have 3 cases.
Excellent.
Okay.
Should we start with the loser picking first?
No, we're gonna go in the same order. So we've been going around the table here. So now it is Derek's turn to pick first.
So-
on what side he wants to
So
argue.
hold on, I just want to make it clear that when I said, should we have the loser pick first? And you said, no, we're going to have Derek pick first.
I'm pointing out that it's not because Derek's a loser. It's because that's just the order.
Well, I said corrected.
Could also mean that it's I'm in last place.
So Derek, I'm going to read this court case. You can pick if you want to be the plaintiff or the defendant. Donnie, you will argue the other side of that.
Excellent.
Jimmy will judge.
Boom.
Okay, gentlemen, ready?
You can call me Judge Gerald from Hightower, Tinfieldville.
I will not call you that. I will call you judge.
So this one is, we're going to start it a little different. So in the past we've done, has there been money exchanged? If there is money exchanged at all, that would be a court determination of yes, that actually went through. So this one, well, let me just read it here, and then I'll tell you who's going to get the points.
Okay.
It
Title
won't
of
be
this one?
me, so spoiler alert.
Do we just want to give me and Jimmy the points and then just move on?
Next.
This is, and these, I think all three of these are from simplemost.com. The great simplemost.
That's actually my homepage.
It's a great website.
All right, title of this one: Parent sues son for mooching.
Ooh.
Here's a classic, it says, that many parents may want to use. In 2018, a New York couple took their 30-year-old son to court in hope that a judge would force him to move out of their house. Mark and Christina Rotondo sent their son a series of eviction notices and offered him $1,000 to help him land on his feet in a new place.
Hold on, what year and where?
2018 in New York.
Okay.
Oh, man.
With you so far, he can rent a half closet for a day.
Yeah, maybe. He probably couldn't even afford underneath the bridge with $1,000.
Let's see, but yeah, so nothing basically happened, and then they sued their son. So this one, did the judge order any kind of action or not?
Are we guessing that?
That'll be the case. So you have if the judge did take action and you are the plaintiff, you'll get a point. If the judge did not take action and you're the defendant, you'll get a point. Make sense?
Gotcha. Yes.
Cool.
So if you rule in favor of the parents,
Correct.
you get a point.
Well, for the judge, we'll get to that.
Yes. Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
So
So what side do you want to argue, Derek?
Do we have any more details than that?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
That's all you get.
I'm going to argue as the parents or for the parents.
For the parents, you're saying that the judge
Should take action.
should take action or has taken action here because it's a past case.
Oh, I'm probably arguing a losing case again, but
he's just clarifying that
That's-
you're picking that side to
Yeah.
make
yes.
sure you
Okay.
understand.
I'm going to argue.
Donnie, you're arguing for the kid.
Done. The
the
deadbeat
30-year-old
quote
kid.
unquote. Now hold on. Oh, he's 30. Perfect. That was my follow up. I'm ready to go.
And the Honorable Judge Jimbo over here.
Make sure you get that space in there, Judge Jimbo.
30 in 2018. He's literally our age, living with mom and dad.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's why I wish I was the judge on this one. Can I pick the judge? I want to be the judge because I'm pretty sure I know how it was ruled because in the millennial fucking crybaby bullshit world we live in today.
Well, let's try to
But-
keep personal experience out of it, Derek. Argue
Hey,
fair and
there
impartial
will be
like Fox News.
There will be no swearing in this courthouse.
Is that sign posted outside of the doors?
Yes.
Oh, shoot, I did not read that. I will.
And I have a sign that's hanging up behind my dais. I don't know if you can see it. It says, no cussing, no fussing, no bussing, and no flossing.
What?
Wow.
No
All
flossing.
right.
No flossing.
Well, there goes my second argument.
But Derek, as the plaintiff,
Hell yeah.
you get to go first. Argue your case. I will type away.
I really hate these court cases. They're so ridiculous. Makes me feel so sad about this.
I'm
world
proud of
we
you
live
for
in.
picking the side you did when you obviously know which way it was ruled in
Yeah.
2018.
Well, this is why I have 0 points.
I remember
You're
seeing
trying
this
to win the
court
moral
case.
battle. And
I remember seeing it. I don't remember anything of how it went, though. Waiting for the plaintiff?
Yes, I am the plaintiff's.
You had to get a little bit of whiskey to deal
Oh
with this
yeah.
conversation.
Yes. This
I like
is,
the judge is
Liquid
still
courage.
new enough that he doesn't understand plaintiff and defendant yet.
it's, it's only his third case.
It's only my 69th day on the job. Come on now.
Nice.
Congratulations, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. What were the names of the parents?
Oh, it was.
So you could probably just make up names.
I was thinking about it, but if they have names.
No, let's go through it.
Let's go factual.
Mark and Christina.
Oh, no, I was.
Rotondo.
Yep.
Rotondo?
That's funny.
I didn't realize Mark and Christina had a 30-year-old son. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's news to me, too.
Are they aware of it?
He's adopted.
Oh, man. This one's going to be tough. Your Honor, I am Representative Mark and Christina here, and they have a problem with a son of theirs that won't leave their house. They have made a very generous offer of cash compensation to start him on his way to adulthood, which happened 12 years ago. So he's had 12 years of training to be an adult. So they feel like he's ready to leave the nest. Like his wings are fully out open, and they apparently need legal pushing to get him out. Yeah. He's 30 years old. He needs to start his own life. They want to be empty nesters, They want to be able to have sex on the couch without their 30-year-old son watching it weirdly on the other couch.
Objection. Objection, Your Honor. Just lock the door. It's not a one-bedroom.
Your Honor, what is your ruling on this? Objection or not?
Sustained or overruled?
Overruled.
You should be able to have sex on your couch?
Look,
Oh, okay.
they would just change the locks so that you couldn't get back in, but he doesn't have a job and never leaves the house because he's always playing Fortnite. That's all he does. He's a Twitch streamer on Fortnite. And while that can be a career opportunity these days, he needs to do it in his own dungeon.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Attention. These are the arguments why Derek has 0 points.
He's 30 years old.
Your Honor,
Ridiculous.
You've had your time.
may I present opposing arguments?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proceed.
Your Honor, what was my client's name? Excuse me? Before I proceed.
I don't know if they said his name because he's a kid, You don't want to say kids' names.
Yeah,
Well, they are protected.
it's true.
A protected class.
They really don't. Wait, Michael.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, people watching on closed-circuit television, my client, Michael, is being painted as a problem child.
Objection. Problem child is never mentioned.
Painted as a problem child, not specifically a problem child.
Sustained.
Do you have those backwards in your mind?
Probably. Listen,
Overruled means you don't agree with the objection. Sustained means
in my courthouse, in my America, this is my courthouse. I'll say however I damn well please.
Scratch that from the record.
my client Michael is being painted as a Chucky.
Disagree.
Wow, the judge just disagreed. Openly.
Well, then I would then file the motion. The judge should recuse himself for not being impartial.
Not in this courthouse. Listen, I'm going to die on this dais.
My client Michael.
Coffee's still over 80 degrees.
Ugh, well, $100 please. I took the over. And you gave me 101 odds.
I already said it was over.
No, you said I wouldn't take the over. Hold on. We need to cut all this out.
I heard over.
Thank you, notary.
You said you'd take the over after I said that it was 80 degrees.
And I said I'll take the over, so it can't be over 80 degrees, is what
Yeah.
you said. Let's run the recording back. Your Honor, my client Michael is 30 years old. A lot of people will argue that adulthood begins at conception. And I'm here to argue that no, it does not. Adulthood begins when the child is ready to be an adult. And these two people, Michael and
Objection.
Christina, have been his roommates happily for 30 years. Now all of a sudden they're all three on the lease. They all share a 2-bedroom walk-up in New York City. They bought him a race car bed last December for Christmas because they love their roommate so much. They haven't even tried to... Your Honor, when do you rent or do you own?
Irrelevant. I'm not answering that.
I'd like you to answer.
I'm not.
Stenographer, I'll ask you that the judge is being a hostile witness. Do you rent or do you own your abode?
I would rather stay out of this.
Fine. Random person in the audience? Oh, I'll answer. Perfect. Do you rent or do you own? Oh! I happen to rent my apartment. Perfect. Now, let's say you had a problem roommate. What would you do? Well, I'd just wait for the lease to be up and then I'd move out. Great answer. Thank you. Now, the parents, Michael and Christina, could definitely have done that with their roommate. Shit. What's his name?
Michael?
No, that's the parents.
No.
Nope.
Mark and
Mark
Christina are the
Michael.
parents.
Right. Mark and Christina
God.
could have definitely waited for the lease to be up.
Let the record be known that he doesn't even know his client's name.
Names aren't important in the courtroom, opposing counsel. What's important are the facts, the truth, and justice.
But yeah, you argued. You asked to witness somebody in the audience.
Well, because
Hey,
the two
Judge.
witnesses I called could not answer
Judge,
sufficiently.
You'll
The
call witnesses.
stenographer has a question here, Judge. I
Okay.
want to make sure I write this down correctly here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the defendant was using two different voices just now. I need to know which.
I don't think that's true.
Do I label it as two different people, or do I label it just one?
No, you label
talking
it
to
as
themselves?
a defendant and person in the audience.
Label it as defendant, and then
I'm
label
not the
it.
defendant. Don't
Label
it
it as fake voice,
Got it. Okay, thank you.
fake news voice.
In this day and age, so many people are losing their jobs due to the current political and global climate. So many people are losing their homes. It is irresponsible to push a person out who has been brought up through our education system, which has been proven to be lacking and almost last in the world. Our preparedness in the society is so backwards that this child, this boy, this basically baby, has no chance of surviving in the real world, quote unquote, without his quote unquote parents' support. And for them to offer the paltry sum of $1,000 to go live and make it on your own in New York is downright laughable. Your witness?
Fair first. Well, that's not how it goes. But
I've seen Law and Order.
plaintiff, do you have a rebuttal?
There was a lot of slander that came over from the
Slanders in
side.
print.
Yeah.
Objection. Slanders in print. That would be libel and irrelevant.
So salacious comments.
There you go.
There you go.
Overruled.
Thank you.
You're helping the plaintiff. Oh, did you mean liable?
Because we definitely libeled you.
Let me help you out.
Yes.
Sue us for that.
Nope. Mark and Christina, have proven to be outstanding parents because he's a very healthy, somewhat intelligent 30-year-old.
I wish I had a pen.
He's just unabashed. Yes, let's do it. Get it there.
You can do it.
Say the word.
He has no ambition.
Oh.
He's lazy. Yeah.
Another great argument. Great closing
That's what I
argument.
got. That's what I got.
All right.
I mean, he's the manager at a Burger King, for crying out loud. That is definitely a living wage. He can get his own apartment.
Actually, I don't think he has a job.
Stenographer, fact check us real quick.
You didn't mention any of that.
You didn't ask.
I have just made it canon. So
Nope.
back off, stenographer.
They didn't say.
Whoa.
Okay, their son did not have a job.
Okay, is it my turn?
It is your final your closing argument
Okay.
to seal this court.
I would like to just real quick, before my closing arguments, question the nature of this case. We're deciding that this person, who is 30 years old and still living at home with his parents, is ready to go on to the real world, even though he has no job. He's a Twitch streamer,
That's a job.
so he has a job. So opposing counsel has perjured themselves.
I'm not the one that said
I'd
he
like
didn't
this case thrown out.
have a job. The stenographer's the one that said
Now-
he didn't have a job.
So we say these parents are good parents. I would say that a good parent would prepare their child for the real world by 18. These parents have not done that. Healthy. My client is 475 pounds. He eats cheesy poofs and nachos all day because his mother continues to bring them to him in the basement. All he has to do is ring his little bell, and she serves him hand and foot. Good parents. We should bring these parents up on charges for just destroying this child's ability to produce anything worthwhile in this society. This entire family is suspect and should be charged. My client, though, should go free because it's not his fault, because that's the way he was raised. And that is not an indictable offense. My client, free Michael. Free
He's not
free,
being indicted. He just,
free Michael. That's right. The audience is cheering. Free Michael.
it's not a criminal charge.
This 30-year-old child.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You're not allowed to comment
Hey,
on the case.
it's
And you
not-
are not allowed to incite the mob. That's the
It's not the mother's fault that it's her only baby.
You're right.
And
Whoa.
it's
We get a
her
third
own-
argument?
And it's her
We
only
get a third
friend.
argument?
It's his court.
Nope.
Thank you, Your
The
Honor.
ruling is
Thank you.
ruling is done. I'm gonna go. Sometimes they say the least amount of words resonate the loudest. I'm gonna go with Derek on this one.
Oh.
With
I will
my,
see you in a appeals court.
with my outstanding arguments.
I will see you in words court.
I will see you on the Sudoku
All right. So
Sudoku court.
Isn't that math? That
And
numbers?
it's Sudoku.
Sudoku? What did I say? Sudoku?
You said Sudoku.
Sudoku?
It's like you were trying to
Oh.
say seppuku, and
I will see you in the court of numbers for your word argument, sir.
you're gonna put that 3 in that square next to that 7.
I will see you on the pickleball court. All right.
Deal.
Chapin, how'd it go?
All right. So in real life, the judge did order Michael to vacate the home. So Derek got his point,
Woo! Got a point.
and Jimmy got another point as well.
Before we move on, I'd like to apologize to our audience because the judge was obviously a loose cannon. Derek was ill-prepared.
The judge was also probably like 60 plus years old to make that ruling. Because I think any judge that would be under 60 would have sympathized for the 30-year-old that had no job and stayed at home all the time.
I mean,
You mean that baby, that fetus?
the
yeah.
parents,
That poor little baby that still needs to be nurtured.
the parents were going to give him a healthy sum of $1,000 to get going.
In New
I
York.
thought of somebody else who took less, and that's Donald J. Trump. He took $1 million, and then look where he went. He
took
president.
$100 million.
Then he became president.
It wasn't $1 million.
It was-
Judas took 33 pieces of silver, and he killed our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Are you really comparing these people?
Donald Trump took
He
a
did
100
not wield a spear
allegedly.
against-
Allegedly, he took a $100 million thing.
Who wielded the spear?
I don't know. The Romans? The Jews?
Zeus.
I'm really confused where the spear
This is-
what,
this is
what-
getting off.
what is your argument from?
Because he got a spear in the side when he was crucified.
Yes?
So it wasn't Judas. Judas didn't kill Jesus.
He betrayed him
Yeah, but he didn't actually
to
wield...
die.
Yeah, he didn't actually wield the weapon, though.
Ooh, if I sell the gun to let's say a deranged blind man, and he murders a podcast compatriot, me, because he's blind and doesn't know where he's shooting, who killed who?
I mean, the guy
Did I commit suicide or did you murder me?
Technically,
the guy that wielded the gun.
instead of killing him with a weapon, he wielded the most dangerous weapon. It's words.
Oh, the
And a
is
kiss.
mightier
And a
than the
kiss.
sword.
And a kiss.
He betrayed him with a kiss, as we all know from the scriptures.
Yeah, the Judas kiss.
All right,
If that's a
Chapin.
metal band. I don't like it.
No, it's Judas Priest is the metal band.
Oh.
All right, Chapin, what's your next court case
Judas
for
Kiss
us?
is a great name for a metal band.
All right. Let's see here. Same website. Simplemost.com.
Oh, I'm glad that you've reestablished that.
Still my
Yep.
homepage.
I think I got. Well, I have to do a lot of research for this. This is kind of like middle shelf research for these. I kind of break the rules a little bit.
Yeah, apparently.
So
So veto him off of the podcast?
I mean, he just admitted to it.
all right. Number 2. This one. Let's see. Danya will get pick first.
Yep.
Plaintiff or defendant. Jimmy will argue the opposite. Derek is the judge. Number 2. This one made me think of Derek a little bit when I read it.
Oh, perfect. I can't wait for this.
Was it, they brewed my coffee too cold, and now my mouth is frozen?
Nope.
Oh.
It's never happened. I get brain freeze.
Sleepy baseball fan sues ESPN for defamation. When Andrew Rector, a used car salesman, attended a New York Yankees game in July of 2014, he fell asleep in the stands. ESPN, which happened to be broadcasting the game, caught Rector on camera during his snooze, and its announcers poked fun at him.
Mm-hmm.
The man decided to sue the TV network for defamation, demanding $10 million in damages because he believed the announcers' barbs hurt his reputation. Now, we're going back to the old rules on this, so if there's any amount of money that was exchanged here, there's a point there for the plaintiff. Any amount.
That is upsetting.
Yeah, I think
Okay, hold on.
I think I remember when this happened.
Well, shoot. Okay.
So he took a cat nap while
So-
watching baseball. Who doesn't?
Whoa.
Don't try to take away my arguments
Whoa.
before we go.
Well, I already know
Thank
my
you.
judgment,
Right?
and I don't even know who he's
Oh,
picked
no.
yet.
Who do I argue against? Baseball or Jimmy? So if I take the plaintiff, I sue because they tarnish my good name.
Yeah, you're being
Correct.
a little whiny baby. Oh, I can't take a roast.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I will take the plaintiff's side. What is my name? I'll represent myself in court.
Rector.
Rector?
Oh, with a name like that.
Andrew Rector.
Andrew Rector.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Andrew
AR? That's what they
Rectum.
call me on the car lot. That's what I'll take. Plaintiff.
Come on down to Andrew Rectum's car lot
Do
where you're
not
going to buy a
libel me
piece of
further,
shit
sir.
for $3.99.
You're defending ESPN, Jimmy.
Okay, I can be. Ooh, can I argue as Stephen A. Smith?
Can you do it without
Yeah.
being racist?
And can you do Stephen A. Smith?
No, I can't.
Okay, so then no.
Oh, no, Jimmy
Come
can
on,
spout a bunch of bullshit.
Skip Bayless.
There you go.
Even bigger bullshit.
Yep. I'd say they're pretty much equal.
True.
All right. We have our roles. Plaintiff, take us away.
Your Honor, in 2014,
So this was before the Astros cheated.
Oh, so got him.
if we could just put this case on hold and argue that. Let's argue that.
Let's have a
court
quick case, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Chapin, you be the judge. We'll all be the argument.
Okay.
I'll say Astros cheated.
I also think that the Astros cheated.
They had a trash can they banged on and wore wires that vibrated under their jerseys. Cheating.
Judge, you're ruling?
Compelling arguments here. But they are guilty.
Ah!
They are cheaters.
Got him. All right.
All right.
Your Honor. I don't know why I'm looking at you still, Jimmy.
I don't know why.
Derek, Your Honor, the Honorable Judge, Big D. Big
That's
D. In 2014,
Biggest D.
a crime was committed. I would put it on the level of something that happened in September in 2001.
Wow.
My client, went to a Yankees baseball game in 2014.
That's his first mistake.
Don't worry, Your Honor. Please don't steal my thunder. There were plenty of better teams to watch that year, but he decided as a homer.
And they're in New York.
I'm sorry. When I'm the judge, I'm going to just be talking all over you, sir. In 2014, the Yankees were miserable. And he could have gone to any other team. There's, 400 teams in the greater New York area that he could have gone to watch that day, but he did not. He chose to stay with his home team, his favorite team, and support them in their times of hardship. He had just gotten off a 3-week shift at the used car lot where he slaved away to support his 3 wives and 17 small children. And so, as you are well aware, he was tired. And as the courtroom will obviously agree with, baseball, known as America's most boring pastime.
Whoa, objection, slander.
You speak the truth!
The judge objected.
He went to the game anyways because he is a season ticket holder, and he went and he watched the first 3, innings where nothing happened. And you know what? He dozed off. Visions of selling used Celicas were dancing in his head, and those are the best dreams for a used car salesman. And so he dozed off.
Specifically?
What's that?
Celicas?
Absolutely,
Okay.
Celicas. And ESPN, the juggernaut of evil in the sports world, zoned in on him. No, it's well known as the juggernaut of evil. Zoomed in on him.
Overruled. Accurate statement.
Did not pan away from his peaceful, sleeping, happy face for 17 innings, where, if the record will state, 0 also happened. So at the end of 20 innings, the score was 0-0, and my client finally shook himself awake to go get an overpriced hot dog and an overpriced beer because, by God, this is his one 17-hour span away from his family, and he's going to enjoy it, by God. And they mocked him incessantly. They ridiculed him unendingly. They destroyed his good name as the number 3 Celica salesman in the greater New York area. His business has never recovered. It's now 2021, and if he had been still a salesman during the pandemic and 2019, well, I would say that he would probably have invested heavily in GameStop and AMC and been a multi-billionaire today. The fact that we only sued ESPN for $10 million is a blessing to those corporate fat cats who have destroyed, besmirched the good name of sports.
My fingers are tired of this.
I wish that I was arguing against on this one. So I have so much good stuff that I could say right now.
That's weird. You should have brought that in the first case.
The first case was boring. This
You're
is
right.
my case.
Was the first case baseball?
No, it wasn't. That's the problem.
Defendant. So true.
There's a lot of words that were just thrown out from that gentleman over there.
Do you need me to explain any of them?
Gentleman at the number 3 Celica salesman of the year in upstate New York. We actually did some research. You weren't number 3. You were actually number 6. So let the record
Objection.
state,
The first 3 died. Therefore, I move up 3 spaces to the bronze medal.
let the record state that during his span of Celica
Speak it
sales,
loudly, Judge. You're in control here.
Celica sales during the months of January through August, he was number 6 during that span. So let's not really boast up too much saying that he was number 3 Celica salesman. There's a lot of slander going on from that gentleman calling ESPN. We are the sports network for everybody. Some sports are good. Some highlights are good. Some highlights are bad. Some sports are bad. We are unbiased in the way that we mock whatever we see. You see us mocking athletes at the same time, and the athletes do not come back and sue us. They actually get a good laugh. The fact that he is so sensitive about being viral really goes to show that at the core of his character, that he is just a weak man, unable to stay awake for more than 4 hours at a time. And instead of us giving him $10 million, we will donate money towards people who have self-esteem issues, much like this gentleman over here.
Oh, I like that. That's
Judge, you're not allowed to give your ruling yet.
that's out of character. That's pretty good. I like that.
Just because you went viral for 6 months and you tried to sue us, we ought to be suing you for all the income that you've made from going viral.
Is it my turn to respond?
Yep. Go ahead.
You rest. You don't get a closing argument.
pass the
He
turn.
rested. He
Pass the
rested.
turn.
Everybody,
I pass the turn.
everybody heard. He rested. No closing arguments. I respond, and then that's judge's ruling. You say you did some research and you looked at January through August. But, Your Honor, gentlemen of the jury, ladies of the jury, gentlemen of the audience, ladies of the audience, I did some just
Can you
quick...
shut up the stenographer too, please?
Stenographer,
oddly,
I'm looking straight at you.
Thank
I
you.
thought of you.
Heyo.
all of the jury are cosmic foxes, so...
Okay. I also did a little bit of research, and I found that for the history of the Gregorian calendar, we have had actually 12 months. Not just January through August, it's actually September through December. Well, you will find that 97% of fathers who buy cars in those months buy Celicas for their 16-year-old daughters for Christmas. And that is where I make the meat of my bonus check. That is where I become from the sixth Celica salesman in upstate New York to number 3 every single year. If you had done your full amount of research, you would have found out that. You just take your little snapshot of nothing and you're like, oh, these are statistics and that's what matters. No, sir. No, sir. I have several PhDs. I have several certificates, not framed, but nailed to my salesman wall.
Accolades.
Several high school diplomas.
From multiple states. And I don't know if you remember the year 2014 opposing counsel, but that was a terrible year to go viral. No one even knew what that meant. You had Taco Cat, you had Double Rainbow Guy, and that's it. And I'll be honest, none of them made any money from going viral in 2014. So the fact that I've lost my used car lot on the corner of 5th and Madison, which I don't know if you know this, pretty prestigious in New York. I lost my 2 wives out of 3 and 14 of my children to dysentery because of this viral video. So I would say that when I sue for $10 million, again, you should count the sports juggernaut of terribleness, ESPN, lucky that I'm not suing for 12 to 15.
You rest?
I now rest.
All right. Quick counter final statements there.
All right.
Counter final statement.
Since since he took it upon himself to bring in the audience as a chant, we've decided to bring in our own special guests, plural, people who were actually at that baseball game and saw him. And actually, we'll bring him in right now. Alex Rodriguez. Hello, I'm Alex Rodriguez. Max Steroid Cheater. This gentleman, there's a picture of him right there. He's got sunglasses on. He's watching the game. Very exciting. Look at him.
Objection. Alex Rodriguez, what aisle from the British Isles are you from?
Thank you, Alex. Goodbye. Now we bring in LeBron James. Hey, I'm LeBron James. I see the picture of him with sunglasses on. He looked like he was very lively during this game. So, if he wants,
Objection. Yankee Stadium is a dome. There's no reason to wear sunglasses.
If he wants, I'll build a school in his name. LeBron James.
I'm sorry,
fine.
don't look at me like I'm crazy. We have LeBron James as a star witness for ESPN.
And last but not least, we're
He
going to
was
bring
in
in...
Cleveland at that time, 2014? Or was he still in
Probably
Miami?
not.
And last but not least, we're going to bring in our friend Skip Bayless. You are so stupid! So stupid for falling asleep at a baseball game. You could have got a fly ball. Bring back the Cowboys.
I see my next lawsuit. My goodness. If this doesn't go in my favor, guess who I'm suing next?
And I feel like
I
ESPN,
definitely see a lawsuit coming,
I feel like
and I'm not going to be able to pay for it.
at ESPN, we bring the star power in to really help kind of guide these cases. And this gentleman, he obviously, we'll tell you what, we'll settle for no money, but we will donate to help out for people with self-esteem issues. And this guy's obviously falling on a hard time. So might I interest you in a signed hat by Alex Rodriguez when he was at the Texas Rangers?
Not even a Yankee.
Pre-cheating, Alex Rodriguez.
Oh no, that was the start of cheating. Alex
the
Rodriguez.
start. And
That's why he started cheating, is because he had 258 million reasons.
And this gentleman, he went viral because of us. He was on
Overruled.
He was on multiple
This
weeks
is
of
the same argument as last argument.
Multiple weeks of the not top
It's
10.
his final statement. He can repeat if he wants.
He was at least number 2, number 3 on the not top 10. Maybe that's where he's getting confused, is where his number 3 was. It was actually on the number 3 not top 10 on our Fridays ESPN.
That you repeated
countdowns.
for on the hour every hour because you're ESPN and you have zero broadcasting credibility.
Yeah, something
Whoa,
like that.
slander. That's slander. Or libel.
I heard in
That's
2015 you finally brought in a football player to commentate on football.
It's not slander if it's accurate.
Libel. We're actually going to
No,
sue.
if it's still accurate, it's still not libel.
We're going to sue him for $15 million now.
Well, pay me and I'll pay you back.
There you go. All right, are you done?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it devolved into doneness a minute or so ago.
As I have my decision ruling.
Yep. You're ruling.
Yes.
Thank God
I
the
would
stenographer so well versed in the law.
Yes. Say a few things first.
Help him sometimes.
More than sometimes.
Lock him up.
No days off.
I'll say a few things first.
Closing remarks.
To the
From the judge.
to the plaintiff here. I feel like you missed a golden opportunity to capitalize on some marketing that you could have capitalized on the exposure that you got for free by ESPN and the Yankees that you could have turned into numerous ads. One of by
Objection. I'm not in charge of the marketing department of my small used car lot on 5th and Madison in New York that used to be there.
trust me, I've seen the used car sales advertisements in different states. It's usually the owner in front of a handheld camera spouting some stupid bullshit.
Actually, us at ESPN, we're now actually going to take his picture in TM and trademark it. So
you could have been like,
thank you.
I just want to point out also that if we're missing golden opportunities for arguments as a judge, be prepared.
okay,
If we're opening that door to this
I'm just-
particular game,
I'm just letting you know.
I cannot wait.
I as a judge, I'm allowed to say statements. You could have had literally advertisement. Could have been like, shown a picture of you sleeping. Been like, is your life boring? Are you always finding yourself sleeping in inopportune times? Buy a Celica and bring some excitement into your life.
Celica, the baseball of cars.
That being said, ESPN acted in a very unprofessional manner. So I will award the victory to the plaintiff, but he's not going to get $10 million. He's just going to get expenses paid plus $10. So he can buy it.
$10.
So he can buy another beer at the next Yankee game.
You mean half a beer?
Oh, and by the way, the Yankees were not miserable in 2014. They were 84-78, second in the AL East.
I'm sorry, that's just above 500. I call that boring. I call that the Rams of baseball. Especially when you're doping up and you have a $400 billion payroll, you should be winning everything.
That's a different argument.
Like the Astros did when they cheated. Oh!
Got him again.
You thought you were safe.
Never
No,
safe.
sir.
Never safe.
Never safe.
All right, Chapin, what was the outcome of that court case?
The outcome was the judge said that Rector was only on camera for about 30 seconds and that the jokes didn't amount to anything as serious as defamation.
Wow.
ESPN won.
Wow. The worst thing to happen to sports since baseball? One? Fantastic. My goodness.
Which I'm not
Another
surprised
point for
by,
me?
but that's
Another
why
point
I
for
figured
Jim?
it
You got
would
a point,
be,
yep.
Boom.
it would just be nothing. Like, here you go.
Another point for
Award him
Big
a
Papa
refund
P.
for the tickets
Yeah.
ESPN, how about you stop sucking and broadcast a game? I'm sorry you have to go to the stands to find somebody sleeping, to find some excitement in baseball.
Yeah. I mean, to
Get
be fair,
your
though,
fucking deal together.
that fucking guy definitely should have capitalized on that, and that's his fault for not.
Oh, yeah, without
I
question.
mean, I literally just came up with a fucking gold mine fucking saying.
So you can-
Well, that one was pretty clear cut. Big Papa P got another point.
I think we're all just booing the justice system because that's ridiculous.
I mean, I think that's all this is just ridiculing our justice system.
Yeah.
hopefully it opens some eyes. We're doing a service.
So we're doing a public service. PSA.
Exactly. So,
Hashtag PSA.
What is your final court case?
final court case.
Oh, man, and I get to
Dun.
argue again.
You get to argue.
Obviously, my favorite thing to do.
Jimmy gets to pick which side he wants to argue first. Yes. And Donnie finally gets to be the judge he's been wanting to be all night.
And I guarantee I have a lot of thoughts.
Super excited for that. Soups excited.
All right.
He's Soup's exciting. He's totes my goats right now.
He's toting his McGoating.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing we need to bring back. Totes my goats.
Gambler sues casino after blowing $500,000 in a night. Everyone knows that casinos will gladly take as much money from you as you care to play with, but one gambler felt like his rights were violated after an unlucky night. Mark Johnston. Another Mark. So many Marks in this time.
What I'm learning right now is you don't trust marks.
Right. Mark Johnston, a California man, sued the Downtown Grand Casino in Las Vegas after he claimed he lost $500,000 playing there. His basis for the lawsuit was that he said he was too drunk to responsibly gamble, making his losses the casino's fault. That's all the facts I'm going to give you.
So, Jimmy, you get to pick.
I'm going to pick for the casino.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to choose the casino side.
I'm going to little inside baseball here. Great choice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've seen stuff like this before where the casino has lost because of the amount of alcohol consumption.
Are you presenting closing arguments already?
Oh, yeah. Defense rests.
To maintain game state. Loss.
All right. Plaintiff would be Derek.
Excuse me, stenographer? As judge.
I'm just labeling the plaintiff. I'm not
Okay.
saying that he needs
It
to go
sounded
first.
very beginning-atory.
Oh, okay. I
Excuse
apologize,
me.
Honorable Judge Don.
I apologize for just jumping in your throat. Continue with just establishing ground
Judge.
rules.
Great.
Don,
Are we
the
also
judge
on
Don.
for lunch tomorrow?
Of course we are.
Excellent.
In my chambers? Robes
Absolutely.
optional?
Ooh.
Socks and whitey tighties only.
Oh my goodness, those tuna sandwiches will be devoured.
Are they tuna rolls?
No, they're sandwiches, like I said.
Sandwiches.
No.
On a hoagie roll?
They're sandwiches.
Are they po' boys from
your-
New Orleans?
Your questions are getting too intimate, and I will ask the plaintiff
Is it
to
a foot
step
long?
back. Foot and a half. And that's it.
Ooh, a party sub.
Sandwiches.
It's always a party when I bring out my tuna sandwich. Stenographer, could you please outline again the ground rules? Derek is the plaintiff.
Derek is the plaintiff.
The gambler suing the casino.
Correct.
Jimmy then is the defendant, the casino.
Correct.
If money was exchanged,
Any amount of money.
any amount of money. Oh, I don't like this new rule.
That's the way it's always been.
I will allow the plaintiff, in this case, what was the plaintiff's name?
Mark.
Mark.
Mark Johnston.
Opening statement, please.
What's the casino?
The Grand.
Downtown Grand.
Downtown Grand. Okay.
Well, the DTG, as it's known.
Damn
Your Honor.
it. Every fucking time.
This is not every time. This is literally the second time.
Derek, hold on. Lawyer for Mark?
Yeah.
Great choice.
Yes. Yeah.
Please continue.
Uh,
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's Bartholomew Winston Debonair here representing Mark.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Bartholomew. I hope you will join us tomorrow for lunch in my chambers.
Oh, definitely, especially with that tuna sandwich.
You know that's what I like.
So it is established that my client here has a gambling problem.
Is it? Just a quick question, stenographer. Have we established that yet?
Well,
excuse me, Bartholomew. Were you going to outline his gambling problem?
That tequila almost came out my nose.
Are you drinking in my courtroom?
it is established that my client has a drinking problem. We haven't got to that yet.
Hold
Sorry.
on. Who has a drinking problem? Your client or you?
Well, I may have been at the poker table with him that night, so...
Just waiting for the drinking problem to come in. That sounds like you had a great time gambling. Were you drinking?
Well, that's the problem. Is he was clearly intoxicated, and they kept marking. Is that what it is? Marking when they give him marks.
Good question.
I think
a big
it is.
gambler. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyways, what we're gonna say it is. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? When the casino gives you money, loans you money because you don't have any.
Well, that just means your marker is good here. It means like you're good for whatever you
Yeah.
gamble.
Yeah,
That's
they
not
give-
them loaning you money. That's just saying I have $500,000 or gamble it.
No, same difference. As long as I got some of the terminology right.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
All right.
Let's just throw out facts. Let's argue feelings.
I'm trying to, all right, yes. So he was clearly intoxicated, and they kept allowing him to just roll the dice, just keep rolling the dice. And so, I think that they were taking advantage of somebody that was not in a state of mind to make conscious decisions.
Before we hear opposing counsel's argument, I've looked at, do we know what games he was playing at the casino?
Does not say.
Does not say. We've established, though, it is a dice game, so obviously, poker.
Yes, obviously poker.
You roll 5 dice. Can you make a poker hand out of that? No?
it.
Well,
Yeah.
you lose.
Yahtzee!
He was playing Uno, high stakes Uno. He bet his house
I'm going to be honest.
when he had one card, and then somebody had to draw 4. It was really bad.
I have heard a lot of dumb things and a lot of dumb accents, but high stakes Uno in that accent, top of it.
It seemed to fit really well.
Oh my
together.
God. Yeah.
He's playing High Stakes Connect 4. Candyland.
Defendant.
Shoots and ladders.
Trouble. There's no skill in shoots and ladders. It's all luck.
Defendant, would you like to make your opening statement?
I am Tony Spizzoli.
Much better.
Tony Spizzoli.
Tony Spizzoli, thank you for appearing on our courtroom
The
today.
owner of Downtown Grand.
That's what it says in your business card that you've just handed me.
It's bedazzled. By the way, on the side of that, you get $50 free.
I saw the back of the card. Thank you.
That's our secret.
How are your tuna sandwiches?
Objection, Your Honor.
Delicious.
The tuna sandwiches were promised to me.
Delectable.
Where do you think we're going to buy them, plaintiff?
I know.
I have a $50 business gift card
Ah, yeah, okay.
for free tuna sandwiches.
All right.
No matter the outcome of this case.
Retracted.
Pardon the interruption there. You can go ahead with your opening statement and argument.
I am Tony Spizzoli, head of Downtown Grand.
You cannot libel the Italians. I just want to make that clear.
This gentleman claims that he was being fed alcohol to a dangerous consumption point to where he was no longer in control of his own actions or thought process. I say nay.
Objection, Your Honor.
I have
Overruled.
checked the tapes over and over again, and every time he wanted alcohol, he would purposefully raise his hand and usher over the waitress to give him alcohol. That proves that he was fully aware of what he was doing and what he wanted. Those were his actions, that he wanted more and more alcohol. We are not in charge of how much alcohol consumption someone does, and we are also not in charge of how much somebody bets. Sure, we've all been there sometimes where we all get a hot hand or two, and we think that this could be the big ticket. This could be my new sports car, like a Celica or a Mazda Miata. But no, this gentleman should have stopped when he was already at the breaking point. we do not stop our patriots or patrons or patriots from how much alcohol they want to consume and how much they want to bet. Because if we stop them from betting, we're stopping their right, their freedom of bets. If we stop them from drinking, we're stopping their freedom of choice. This gentleman doesn't know what he's arguing for. And we take no responsibility for any amount of alcohol that he consumed and how much money he lost.
Thank you for that concise and clear opening argument. My southern gentleman friend Bartholomew, if you would please respond to that in your closing statement.
Your Honor, can I do something, request something that is new to this courtroom?
Well, tell me what it is first, and I'll then tell you my answer.
I would like to put our defendant here on the stand and ask him a series of questions.
Surprise witness. You know what? It's not against the rules, so I'll allow it.
All right.
I will say, Sir Tony Spazzoli, that you are required to answer by law, and if you would please put your left hand on this bowl of risotto and raise your right hand.
Hold on. We do it in a different, from where I come from in Old Italy. We put our hand over risotto, and then we dip our other hand in tomato sauce, and then we hold it up.
I am a judge who respects all cultures, and I will allow us to merge our cultures with yours in this, my courtroom. So
Last time I see this was America, and we respect all cultures.
I see your left hand on the risotto, and I see your right hand dipped already in some tomato sauce, and now dripping as you hold it vertically. Fantastic. You swear to tell the truth. Perfect. You've now sworn in. Now,
This is how Jesus did it.
It is exactly how Jesus did it in the Roman courtroom. In Italy, so it makes sense. Go ahead and ask your questions. I will jump in if I find the defendant or the witness is being hostile, unanswerable, or just straight a pain in the ass.
Excellent.
No.
Tony was your name?
Overruled, Tony?
Tony Spazzoli.
Spazzoli. Mr. Spazzoli, while you're in your casino, if you are gambling, do you not get to drink for free? Do the waitresses not wander around with trays of cocktails and offer drinks to those that are in the middle of games for free? Which, I mind you, is standard practice in Las Vegas casinos.
We do not do that in our casino, but sometimes it happens.
I would like to point out going further. I would like yes or no questions, please. I feel like when the
That was
witness,
pretty much a yes and no question.
when the defendant is required to expound on an answer, he struggles. So I need yes and no questions. You're allowed 3 more questions.
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm flicking my pasta sauce, my tomato sauce on my hand. I'm flicking it at you.
I will ask the witness to stop spreading tomato sauce all over my distinguished courtroom.
I pictured Derek's character as Colonel Sanders, too.
Wearing white. I was literally going to say white with a big wide brim hat.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. 100%.
You're wearing a wide brim hat in my courtroom, Bartholomew? We've had this discussion.
And my guys is
I
throwing
will
tomato
remove it
sauce
for
like
you.
it's like
Thank
shooting
you.
it out of a Windex bottle.
Oh, tomato sauce is so thick. So, Counselor, I will advise you to get to your point in 3 questions.
Does that one count as one?
No, you have
Okay.
3 additional questions.
I may not need 3, but we'll see. Second question. Are you not also required by the Las Vegas Liquor Board to control and manage intoxication levels of your patrons? Because, you would be liable if they were to get into a vehicle and drive home and kill themselves or others.
I will remind the witness that is a yes or no question.
No.
Oh. So you're telling me you're working outside of the law of Las Vegas?
No.
That's all I need, Your Honor.
Oh, I love the question on the table.
I am the liquor board.
Oh, overruled. Mr. Pizzoli, your
Did you
closing.
not notice that the liquor board name is Spazzoli's Liquor Board? How did you not put 2 and 2 together?
Closing statements, Mr. Spazzoli of Liquor Board of Spazzoli Incorporated.
I am the liquor board. I am the liquor board, and I am the Little Grand.
The downtown Grand.
Downtown Grand.
Little Grant. It's going to be little after this lawsuit.
Oh.
It is not, as I stated before in my previous argument, it's one of these weird situations of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Excuse my language.
I'll allow it.
It
Do I have
was
to
a-
censor that, Judge?
You do not. Please type it out fully and in parentheses explain the definition of those words.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
It was more
You're
of
so
a.
good.
It was more of a saying, not actually saying an expletive.
You weren't cursing at anyone. I appreciate that you were cursing, just using words as we do in courtrooms.
Thank you.
I will allow it.
If we stopped them from consuming alcohol, they would get mad at us, and they would say that we're infringing on their freedom of choice, their freedom of rights. And if we don't if we don't stop them from drinking, then we're held liable for their issues. If we stop
Objection, Your
them,
Honor. He just admitted to perjury right there.
if we stop them,
I don't remember, so overruled.
It was a hypothetical. If we stop if we stop them from begging
Your
too
Honor,
much,
he dipped his hand in pasta sauce and swore to risotto, and he lied to you. And that was not my southern accent at all.
So I don't know.
I got riled up.
Excuse me, bailiff, remove that protester from the courtroom. He is not a licensed practitioner of law. I will see you in chambers afterwards, sir or madam.
boom, I win.
No, he was a random.
Oh, never
He's just a
mind.
big Bartholomew fan.
Yes.
Oh, just a big fan.
Oh, he,
biggest.
he loves Barty B.
Yeah.
If we stop them from gambling and losing too much money, they get mad at us because they were on a hot hand and they wanted to win more. If we let them continue going, they get mad at us because we let them continue going and spend their life savings. We are in what we, or as you Americans like to call, a pickle. Sorry. In Italy, we say we're stuck in the middle of a sausage link. So it's... We're stuck. We're stuck. We're sandwiched right in the middle of some garlic bread.
You're the knot in the link.
We're the cheese in between the middle of the ravioli. We are the chicken in the chicken parm sandwich.
Excuse me.
So some say that we're in a tough garlic bread loaf, stuck in the middle of it, like it's been overcooked. And
I feel like I'm stuck in the middle with you. So
this gentleman may have drank too much and he may have lost his money. We take no responsibility in that because we do not want to infringe on their rights to gamble and consume alcohol.
all right. I appreciate both arguments. One more than the other. And if I'm being honest as a person, I hate that I'm siding with the argument I disagree with the most, but I feel like it is right in the eyes of the law. I will side with... Oh, now I'm looking at Chapin's face. I'm worried that I was choosing the wrong thing. I'm going to go with my gut and my true feeling on this. I'm going to side with the casino and say that anyone who's able to gamble should know that the casino already has odds of winning and therefore should expect to lose because the odds are stacked in the casino's favor. The house, as they say in Italy, always wins.
It's actually the house is leaning, but...
So I will rule with the downtown grant and say that they did not overstep their bounds, did not overserve the client, and that he gambled away his money on his own.
All right. Final ruling was that they basically ruled in favor of the casino. No money was exchanged.
Yes!
Nope, you said the rules was money
That's right.
exchange.
No.
Okay,
That's right.
so I got a point.
So Donnie and Jimmy will get points
I
here.
hate that I helped Jimmy.
However, there are some bonus points in this one.
but, ooh.
Ooh.
At the end of this lawsuit, Mark Johnston was arrested.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
If you can tell me...
So does that mean Derek lost his point then?
No. If you-
Back to
Bonus
zero?
or negative points? Hold
You
on.
can tell
I'll
me-
give up my point if Derek loses his point.
If you can tell me why Mark Johnston was arrested, so you get one guess. Each of you gets one guess.
I will go last.
Why he was arrested. I will give you 3 bonus points in this.
Ooh.
Take some time to think about it.
no.
I got one.
Oh, I had an answer, but
Indecent exposure.
okay, don't respond. Derek, do you want to go next, or should I go next?
I'm still thinking, so if you want
Yeah,
to.
take your time. Take your time.
I want to go DUI/DWI.
Kind of what I was thinking.
If you want that first, I will go something else.
nope,
I
you
have a
went.
second and third option that I was going to go
Nope,
with.
you went with that. That's good. You keep that.
I didn't even think of Jimmy's answer, honestly. Solid answer.
Derek cited Vegas, and most people.
The last time Dirk was in Vegas, he did get arrested for displaying his penis to a blackjack dealer.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
It's not libel or slander. It happened.
I know. I'm just saying we don't talk about that.
I talk about it all the time. It's the main subject of my blog.
I know. I had to unsubscribe. It's PTSD.
If you get this right, also, Derek, you will be tied for second.
Oh, that means that I probably got it wrong. Oh, no.
I'm gonna go with that. He had a warrant that was.
An outstanding warrant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Good answer.
probably for. Fuck, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
indecent exposure.
No.
Oh.
For being like violence.
DUI. Domestic violence?
Destroying property. So he probably got
Destruction
drunk,
of
pissed
property?
off at a casino and like broke something, but then didn't go to the court case.
Okay. So destruction of property.
Yeah, something along the lines.
I'm the
like
judge
that.
in this situation, so if
Yeah.
it was close, I
Yeah.
would decide.
Yeah.
None of you got it.
Really?
Unfortunately.
What was it?
Is it theft?
He was kind of. I was going to give 3 bonus points. It's like, this would be a good guess. This guy got. So it says, in a shocking twist, turns out that Johnson himself actually ripped the casino off for $500,000 by writing phony checks to borrow money from it.
So it's fraud.
So that led the Downtown Grand to countersue him, and he was arrested. So
That was my fourth.
So it's
backup was fraud. Oh man,
I was. Yeah.
I didn't think they had defrauded the casino. I figured he just like stolen money. Or,
I-
like,
They tried to sue the casino for money that wasn't even his.
Yeah, it was the casino's begin. My first thing
I mean,
was going
you're
to
playing with
be-
house's money anyways. That's the rules.
My first guess was going to just be that he'd stolen money from the casino.
When Chapin asked it, I thought it was too obvious that fraud, so I had to go with something that was a curveball.
Yeah. Oh no, your curveball was fantastic.
Indecent exposure. That he was like, I lost a whole bunch of money, and then I pulled my wiener out and ran down Vegas and got arrested.
Could have worked.
Could have worked. Could have done it.
I could picture it. I can picture all of those.
Yep. As always, if you have a question for us, something that you want to hear us discuss, Derek, what are some ways that they could get a hold of us?
Well, we have a Facebook, Top Shelf Banter Pod. That it's a wonderful community of like 85 people that barely communicate. So get on there and start saying some stuff. And then there's a Reddit subreddit, which is what r/Top Shelf Banter Pod.
Nailed it.
Ah, man, on top of
r/ nailed it.
it. I feel like you might want to beware on that one. You might get something that you weren't really expecting.
I'm the one in charge of the Reddit, so I'll get it and I'll like it.
What about Gmail, Twitter?
There is a Twitter. Twitter handle is @Top Shelf Banter Pod.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Nailed it again.
Man, there you go. And you can send emails to.
I mean, you've done it twice so far. Derek,
TopShelfBanterPod@gmail.com.
Oh
There
my
it is.
God, nailed it at gmail.com again for the third time.
Now, Chapin, let's say that, like, I know our episodes can go a little long.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you wanted to listen to something that's something like 5 to 10 minutes long. Now, what's a good way for them to find that?
Personally, I would recommend our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Is it a Top Shelf Banter Pod?
Top Shelf Banter.
Just Top Shelf Banter?
Top
Just
Shelf
really
Banter.
breaking the mold there.
Yeah. I told him.
Not
I
as good as
should've named
Derek.
it.
I don't know. I shouldn't have been called on.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, though, if you only want our content in 5 to 10 minute spurts, just pay attention to the clock on your whatever podcast player you're playing, and when it gets 5 to 10 minutes, just press pause. Come back an hour later, press play.
Call it good.
Listen to 10 minutes, press pause again, boom. That's enough entertainment for the entire day.
That's
But I know sometimes
great.
when
Great
people are
idea.
like, "Hey, I'm really into this podcast, and I think I'm really into it, and I think you would be into it too." Like, I understand like an hour long episode. Everyone looks at that and they go, "Oh, an hour. Oh, how can I deal with that? Oh, why don't you do this? Send them a hyperlink of that YouTube channel
Sure.
And-
Sure,
and-
fellow kids, use a hyperlink.
And
or
currently,
URL."
that's the only way that you can get a little sneak peek into our early recordings before we went live.
Yep.
Little bits and pieces of us trying to figure out how to speak into a microphone.
Yep.
From the
Speaking-
cutting room
And
floor.
guess what? We're 13 episodes in. We still don't know how to speak into a microphone. So
The rough edit one is when we had the 2 Yetis that we
Yeah.
had to share.
perfect.
Some
was-
good stuff.
Sure.
That was a good
I
one.
think back to those days. Those were
That was a tough.
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Would you call those the times?
Oh,
No, I would not call
The
the
dark
times
times.
were before
dark
those.
times?
Yeah.
Or when we were social distancing recording in the garage.
Yep.
Stretched way apart from everybody with the
Yep.
door open.
6
that was
feet.
fun.
Yep. And as always, we would like to give a big thank you to our friend, Mr. Jordan Mosley. He created our intro and our outro song, and he is just literally the best person around. He's a fantastic father, an amazing human being, a phenomenal husband, and an outstanding artist.
Very talented human being.
Very talented. He's on iTunes. He's on Spotify. If you enjoy super talented musicians, listen to his stuff.
And
You'll find
gorgeous. Did you say gorgeous?
I did not say gorgeous.
Yes.
He's fantastic at axe throwing. He's literally just good at everything he does. He's
Yeah.
coming out in a movie here
Men want
pretty
to
soon.
be him.
His song.
There's no second to that, Jimmy. Don't look at me weirdly.
his song "Protector" is amazing.
It's my homepage.
It's your homepage.
Yeah.
Is it because it's him in
Protecting you?
sweaty, topless?
Yeah. Have you seen my MySpace?
That's gonna be
That's
my
my
cover.
homepage,
That's
and
gonna be
that's
my
my
cover photo now.
Yeah.
And something that we haven't done in a long time, but we would like to give a thank you to you, the listener, for.
Have we ever done that?
I don't think so,
So
but we would like to do it.
Let's
This is-
start
This is
now.
the first time to do it, but I'd like to thank our listeners for liking, sharing, and subscribing to us. You guys
and hit that bell button so you always get notified that we have new content.
share it, tell somebody.
Sure.
But honestly,
Tell your friends.
thank you guys.
Tell your
for-
enemies.
Thank you guys for all the love that we get from all of you guys.
Yeah. Our friends in Italia. We're sorry about Tony Spazzoli this week.
Sorry.
But you'll get over it because you're American anyways.
Anywho, that's Chapin.
That's Derek.
That's Donnie.
That's Chapin.
That's Derek.
That's Jimmy.
That's Donnie.
Oh, that's Chapin.
That's Jimmy.
That's Donnie.
Oh, that's Jimmy.
Damn it. I thought you were going to say it.
We hope you have enjoyed the frustration behind our opinions on these topics. Thank you for listening to Top Shelf Banter, and we done.
Top Shelf Banter.